Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jose Quintana will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. 3-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all three for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
Here's Corey Seager, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And he darn near started this thing off with a bang. Instead, it's a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Clear skies this afternoon. 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature. Two balls and two strikes to Corey Seager.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
On the ground to the left side. And a good throw gets him one gone. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, Matty, you've got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Ready now, Chris Taylor. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch on its way. Changeup in for a strike. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your dick.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 66.
Standing in, Yasiel Puig, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. just getting things underway here at Wrigley. Hit hard to third. Bryant's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Walker Buehler is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there, strike one. 0, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
The 1-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Bellinger is over, and he puts it away for the first down. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. One out, nobody on. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He currently sits 7th in the National League in runs batted in, so a good guy to have at the plate in this situation. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. Harper leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Bullet back up the middle. Lagares is there, 2 gone.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Line to the right side, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one. We are still scoreless. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one. Bellinger, a native of Arizona. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
2 balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 3-2 pitch is a called 3rd strike right on the inside corner.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there too. Do not test this guy's arm.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Nope.
And there's ball 1. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. Set to deliver on 2-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. He loses him on ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So digging in now, Garrett Hampson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Throw over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And a good decision to throw as he is toast at second base. Ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. The 1-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Giving chase is Henniger, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Baez will head for second. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Here's Chris Bryant now, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Line drive to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in the lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
Coming to the plate now, Mitch Henniger, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Hard liner to center field. And they're going to strike first this afternoon as this is down for extra bases. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0. And he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI here.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had two all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
So stepping in, Trevor Story. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike one. Now the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Cloud Gate there, a popular tourist destination at Millennium Park.
Leading off for the Dodgers, Catherine.
Stepping up to the plate, Kyle Farmer. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Third inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Stepping in now, Walker Buehler. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Bryant loves it, and a rather easy first out. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's a .333 hitter. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Lagares is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
In the dirt here. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Corey Seager as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Cubs lead it 1-0. And now the Cubs pitcher, Jose Quintana, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Quintana.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
The 2-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Seager. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
Riding in once again, George Springer. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Popped him up. Hampson calls for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. A ball and a strike.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3 hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Fouled off. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a fastball just a bit high.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
The 2-2. Ripped down the first base line. but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Chris Taylor.
First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Henniger is after it, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And there's a base hit on the line.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
And now is Yasiel Puig. Now a snap throw to first. Runner's back. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground. He's got it 1 away.
First baseman number 35.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Taylor stands at first with 1 out. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. And now they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. The 2-0 on the way.
That's foul.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Standing in now, Alex Verdugo, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
2 balls and a strike now. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Called strike 2. The 2-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for LA. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in, Gary Sanchez hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Sanchez hits a little over the 270 mark. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Here now the 2-2. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Seager comes up with it, and that's the first out.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Pulled toward right center field. Lagara's on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Here's Javier Baez.
Javier Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Nope.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. 2-out base hit. That'll bring Chris Bryant to the plate this inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. From the stretch. And this is fouled at the plate. Baez is off at first with 2 away. And it's quickly 0-2. This one's down to third. Taylor has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Garrett Hampson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Garrett Hampson.
First offering on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Now back, catcher.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Comes set with the 0-1. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
The pitcher number 60.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Into the box, Walker Buehler. He'll square around to bunt, then pull back for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Ready with the 2-2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
So striding in, Corey Seager, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. On the ground to the right side. Rizzo is there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Mitch Haniger, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First pitch on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Mitch Haniger is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Hansen right there, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, Edgar Jose Quintana.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. Ready once again, Chris Taylor. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. Towards second. throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0. Popped him up. Rizzo is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
First baseman, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Digging in, Cody Bellinger. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bellinger connects as this is deep to right. And that's off the scoreboard. What a blast. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
Certainly one of the most impressive home runs you'll see right there, and ShowTrack tells us why. He hit that one a long way and was able to generate 120 miles an hour of exit velocity. An incredible show of strength.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-1 home. His fastball that misses.
Count is 2-1.
Three and 1 to the Dodgers left fielder. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Springer. And that's the third out. But the Dodgers are able to tie things up on the solo home run. Through 5.5. All even now at 1-1. Here's George Springer. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th.
Center fielder, George Springer.
First pitch on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
2-1.
Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Line to the right side, but foul. Another full count pitch home. Again, he sends it out of play.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Another full count pitch home. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that at bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
Digging in once again, Bryce Harper, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First offering on its way. The fastball down near the shoe tops. Springer on at first, nobody out. Hit hard to the right. Foul. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
In now, Gary Sanchez. In there, now the throw. He is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the one-out stolen base. And as we flash up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he currently sits in 4th place on the ball club in that category. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. He goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Hansen over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Digging in and looking for more, Javier Baez to see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed up a little high.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Ready for another shot now, Chris Bryant. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Shot foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Another 0-2 coming. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Mike Montgomery will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Montgomery.
So striding forward now, Garrett Hansen. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's...
Drilled to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher, Kyle Farmer.
Stepping in, Kyle Farmer. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. The 0-1 delivery. Up around the face. Popped him up. Rizzo moving to his left. 2 down.
The pitcher number 64,
Austin Barnes will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Barnes playing here in his age 31 season. He was a 9th round pick back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
2-0 now. Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Fouled away. Full count still. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Count still full, 3-2. The next 3-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Waiting on it is Henniger. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Alex Claudio gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Alex Claudio.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First pitch on its way. Changeup in for a strike. Ready with the 0-1. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Hansen over to his left. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trevor.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Now here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, pitcher.
Albert Almora will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Almora.
And that misses for ball 1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. 1-0 pitch on the way. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Claudio, a native of Puerto Rico. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Three and 0 now.
No strike.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
2 out, nobody on. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Number 4, George.
Here's George Springer. First offering on its way. To the left side, but it's well fouled. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
2-2 count.
The 2-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. All right, back to him on the mound. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Cubs strand 1, still tied 1 apiece. Raisel Iglesias has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 28, Raisel Iglesias.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. And this tie game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two and 1 to Juan Lagares.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-1 home. He swung on and missed for strike number 2.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Corey Seager as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's only 2 for 10. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Story throws it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman number 3, Chris Taylor.
Now batting, Chris Taylor. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Hit in the air out to center field. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. Dodgers down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Scott Alexander is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
75, Scott Alexander.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Bryce Harper.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. And he misses with it. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's that heavy sinker for strike number 2. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Try again. 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. Lagares is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
1 out, nobody on. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Swing and a misses. He ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And 2, here it comes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Ready with the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two out, nobody on. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
I'd say this is a win already for the guy in the box. You find yourself down 0-2, you work it to even, and now it's full. You got a chance to do some damage in this situation.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Dylan Betances comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
Coming to the plate now, Yasiel Puig. Last at bat, he popped out in foul ground. Here's the first pitch to him. Bouncer up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the tying run is aboard here in the ninth.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 0-1 the count. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. One and one to the Dodgers first baseman. Puig gets his lead at first, nobody out. Squared that one up just a little late.
When you have two strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Misses, ball two. From the stretch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball three. From the belt, kicks and deals. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is straining him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Has a look, now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. On the move is Springer. And that's the second out of the inning. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Garrett Hansen, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,118 on their feet here at Wrigley. Way outside. 1-2. The Dodgers down to their final strike, and it's fouled away. 2 out with a man at first. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have made it a memorable weekend. They take 3 out of 4 as this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Cubbies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Raisel Iglesias earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Dylan Betances earns the save out of the bullpen, his 20th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.